Sister Wives star Kody Brown has faced many controversies over the years. One of them was how he had neglected many of his children, especially the older ones, when they moved to Flagstaff. His alienation also got worse when Garrison passed away. The latest season also showed his interest in becoming a monogamous couple with Robyn. But Christine is not letting her ex-husband get away that easily. Keep reading to see the latest news about how Christine beat Kody in court. Sister Wives. Kody Brown makes shocking claims against Kody. Kody previously went live on social media, where she opened up about how her father neglects his older children. According to the Sister Wives star, she hates it when her dad lumps all of his kids into one group and says nasty things about them and their moms. She thinks it's Kody's way to somehow protect them, but she wishes he had distinguished them individually. Kody later said that Kody is now working very hard to improve his relationship with his kids. But she believes that things will only get better if he acknowledges all his wrongdoings and all the horrible things he has said about them. Kody also mentioned that Kody alienated his older kids even more when Garrison passed. And it seems Christine is taking action to punish Kody for his behavior. Christine beats Kody in court. Blogger Without a Crystal Ball recently claimed that Christine and Kody Brown went to court a few days ago to argue about child support, especially for their daughter, Truly. The Sister Wives stars entered into a settlement for child support. There are not many details regarding the matter, but sources said that Kody is no longer fighting Christine since she last filed for parenting time, child custody, paternity, and child support last September. Kody counterfiled during that time, which puzzled a lot of fans, as he never had a good relationship with Truly. In addition to their recent court hearing, Kody was said to have completed a child support worksheet and statement of compliance, indicating that he's now financially going to support his youngest daughter from Christine. Christine will also have to do the same. Meanwhile, sources said that Truly will get to decide where she wants to live, but they believe that she won't have second thoughts about living with her mom. Sister Wives. Kody Brown's horrible relationship with Truly. Sister Wives fans have seen Kody Brown's awkward relationship with Truly over the years. The two were never close and even had numerous scenes where their hugs and conversations seemed forced. Truly always looked uncomfortable whenever she was with her biological dad. Christine has also mentioned Kody's lack of effort for their youngest daughter. It should also be mentioned that Kody was never on Christine's side when she was in labor for Truly, where her life was also put in danger, which may also be the turning point of their marriage. The 24th episode of Season 19 will air on May 11, 2025 on TLC. If you are looking for more Sister Wives news, come back to TV shows Ace for flooded with memories, tension, and a decade of unraveling emotions. The final verdict was delivered. After months of legal wrangling, unexpected testimony, and teary confrontations, the high-profile court battle between Sister Wives, stars Kody Brown and Christine Brown, has officially come to a close. And fans everywhere are asking one question: who really won? The fallout before the fight. It all started long before lawyers and judges got involved. The tension between Kody and Christine had simmered for years on screen, reaching a boiling point when Christine made the bold decision to leave the plural family in 2021. What initially appeared to be a clean emotional break turned far more complicated when financial matters surfaced: shared assets, back taxes, property in Flagstaff, and the question of legal custody regarding their youngest daughter, Truly. Kody, ever the patriarch, claimed Christine had walked away from her responsibilities and demanded a financial settlement he believed he was entitled to. Christine, on the other hand, accused Kody of neglect, broken promises, and mismanaging the family's shared finances during their years together. It wasn't just a divorce, it was a reckoning. The courtroom drama. The court proceedings were held privately in Flagstaff, but leaks from insiders and court clerks painted a picture worthy of a primetime drama. Cameras weren't allowed, but that didn't stop Christine's legal team from weaving a narrative that captivated the public. According to testimony, Kristen had quietly shouldered much of the emotional and financial burden during their years together, not only raising 6 children, but also helping support the family through her income from the show, LuLaRoe Ventures, and cookbook sales. Kody, her lawyers claimed, had diverted funds toward Robyn's household, often leaving Christine and the other wives scrambling. Kody's defense countered with accusations of abandonment. His lawyers claimed Christine walked out on the family business and had profited immensely from her dramatic storyline on Sister Wives. They argued that Kody deserved a share of the post-separation earnings. But the real turning point came when Truly was brought up, not on the stand, but in testimony from Christine and Kody themselves. Christine, her voice reportedly breaking, recalled the isolation she felt when Kody failed to visit Truly during a medical scare. Kody, visibly rattled, admitted that mistakes were made, but insisted he always cared for his daughter. Janelle's surprise testimony. In a twist no one saw coming, Janelle Brown appeared in court to testify, not for Kody, but for Christine. Taking the stand, Janelle revealed detailed financial records that showed how funds were managed, or mismanaged, in the Brown family. She presented screenshots, emails, and even a handwritten budget sheet Kristen had once made when they were living in Vegas. It was a bombshell. "I watched Christine work herself to the bone," Janelle said, according to a courtroom source. She kept the family running. Kody was busy chasing his vision of control, and Robyn benefited the most. The courtroom fell silent. Janelle's words didn't just support Christine's claims. They painted Kody as a man who had become increasingly distant, both emotionally and financially. Robyn's absence and public reaction. Conspicuously missing from the courtroom was Robyn Brown, whose absence spoke louder than any testimony could. While she wasn't legally required to appear, fans and insiders alike noted that her failure to show up for Kody during his most public struggle added to the narrative of a fractured household. Outside the courthouse, fans gathered with signs of support for Christine. One read, "Justice for the Forgotten Wives." Another simply said, "Christine Boboen the moment she left." Christine herself remained composed throughout the proceedings. Dressed in professional but understated clothing, she walked in each day with quiet confidence. Kody, by contrast, was described as defensive and erratic by observers, often muttering under his breath and exchanging tense words with his legal team. The verdict. On a stormy Thursday afternoon, the judge delivered the verdict. Christine would retain full custody of Truly. All remaining property entanglements in Arizona would be awarded to her. Kody would be responsible for a portion of unpaid taxes dating back to 2017. And most shocking of all, Christine would keep the full rights to her earnings from LuLaRoe, her Sister Wives spin-off appearances, and her memoir, due for release in 2025. Kody left the courthouse in silence, his face pale. Kristen? She gave a small, relieved smile, then hugged Janelle tightly before getting into her car and driving off into the Arizona sunset. Who really won? On paper, Christine Brown won the court case. She gained financial independence, full custody, and the emotional vindication she'd long been denied. But for those who followed her journey since season 1, it's clear. Christine's victory began the day she chose herself. By stepping away from Kody and the control of the plural family system, Christine reinvented her life. She became a role model for single mothers, a successful entrepreneur, and a beloved public figure. not by playing a victim, but by reclaiming her power. Kody, meanwhile, is left in a shrinking world. His relationships with Janelle and Mary have disintegrated. Robyn, according to recent rumors, is now distancing herself from the man she once called her spiritual soulmate. The empire he built on unity and control has crumbled, and the cameras caught it all. A new chapter. As Christine celebrated the verdict with a quiet dinner alongside her daughters and Janelle, her Instagram post that evening said it all. "We rise by lifting others. Thank you to everyone who believed in me. The best is yet to come. #freedom, #new beginnings, #sister no more." Kody hasn't posted since. TLC insiders now hint that Christine may soon launch her own reality series, this time centered around rebuilding life after polygamy, co-parenting on her terms, and healing the wounds left by years of emotional neglect. Working title: Christine Rising. Kody, on the other hand, is reportedly negotiating a limited tell-all interview, one last attempt to control the narrative. But the truth is, the narrative has already passed him by. Epilogue: healing or revenge? Some fans wonder whether the court case was about justice or revenge. But those closest to Christine say it wasn't about either. She didn't want to destroy Kody, a friend said anonymously. She just wanted to be free, and for her daughter to know what love really looks like. If that's not a win, what is?